What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Rostery TV, where you watching the #1 self-improvement channel. And today, as you can see by the title, I quit smoking weed. Now, I want y'all to really stick to the end of this video because I'm actually going to take y'all on a cool journey with me to explain to you why I quit smoking weed. And if you're struggling with trying to quit smoking weed, or actually if you have like any other crutch, whether it be like drinking or anything that you feel like is holding you back, stick to the end of this video because I really do think that you're going to gain something from this. But the next time I see you, we're going to be on a cool adventure. So I hope you enjoy.
All right, y'all, so look, we out here walking in nature, you feel me? Enjoy the vibe, enjoy the vibes. Now, before I actually tell y'all on why I quit smoking weed, I'm gonna tell y'all actually how I started. We always gotta go back to the beginning. So when I was actually in the Army, I know I had a lot of stories in the Army, right? I actually started smoking Black and Mild just out of stress. And long story short, when I got out, I say July 2019, that's when I really started smoking weed. And I remember my friend just offered me, like, you want to hit the blunt? And I said, shit, why not? I'm not in the Army no more, so let's do it. So from that point on, smoking weed became a casual habit. It wasn't really like a big thing. Like, I wasn't expecting to go too far with it. I thought it was just going to be, like I said, a casual thing. But at that time, I still suffered from internal rage, or if I just felt like the minor inconvenience came to me and I got in my feelings, weed was a way to block that. So from 2019 to 2022 now, I'm talking about almost 4 or 5 years, I've been smoking weed consistently and heavily. And it got to a point where I realized weed did become a crutch on me. So I've quit weed several times, but not necessarily with the intent for it to be permanent. More inside of intent not to rely on it as a crutch. And I also want to become more productive with it as well. So now I'm gonna tell you how it is now and what do I expect to go from quitting weed now. So now, forgive me for all this instability. Let's get into why I quit. So I quit smoking literally just about 6 days ago. And the reason why I stopped, I'm very, very focused on my desired outcome of what I want from life. Like, when I say I'm busy, I'm truly like busy 7 days a week. I work 2 jobs. Shit, these motherfucking mosquitoes. I work 2 jobs. I'm finna get ready to go back to barber school and finish that out. Obviously, I still do YouTube content full time. And I'm going to focus on building my business as well. So with all these responsibilities that I have to do, I really just can't find time to enjoy weed. And when I smoke, a lot of times it makes me stressed out. Like, being high is not even a peaceful experience no more, because if I get high and then I drive, I'm so aware that I'm actually paranoid now. Or like, if I get high and then I try to take a nap, I still got to go to work 2 hours later, so I can't take a nap. When I go to sleep, I wake up the next morning still feeling high as fuck, and now I'm just dreading the day. And munchies, weed eat up your pockets and your money. It's just, weed is now becoming an inconvenience. And let's just be real, if you're a heavy smoker, like I used to smoke pretty doggone heavy. So when I bought weed, I'm spending at least $100 at a time just to make sure it lasts. So weed has now become a hindrance. It's not something that I can just escape and just enjoy and be peaceful with no more. And honestly, it's taking away my performance too with the goals that I have. So I had to tell myself, I was like, look, how much do you really want these desired outcomes? How much do you really want to achieve these goals that you have set? I'm like, bad as fuck. I have this saying that I'm not gonna let nobody, not myself, not the devil, not my friends, not even God, stop me from where I'm going. Now you might be answering, why would you say the Most High? I look at it like this. There's 2 plans. You got your plan and you got God's plan. A lot of us get too caught up in what God's plan is, but understand that you can't know what God's plan is. God's plan is the things that you can't foresee. So like, for example, let's just say you need $500 and you have no idea how you're gonna get $500. So what your plan is just you gonna work your ass off, hope for the best. But then out of nowhere, you just walk and you find 500 on the ground. I know how rare that might sound, but I'm just throwing out an example. You find 500 on the ground. That's something you couldn't predict. That's something you couldn't foresee. That was God's plan. And that's what I mean. When I say God won't stop me, is that I'm not gonna spend too much time focused on what the Most High wants from me, or what other people want from me, or what the devil's trying to do to hold me back. I'm not focused on none of that. I'm not even focused on the low vibrational thoughts and habits that I have. All I'm focused on is my higher form of thinking and reaching and walking towards that desired outcome of, for one, performing at my overall best, improving my health, and making sure I accomplish everything that I have set. When you finally have that strong sense of desire, you run towards it. Nothing can hold you back from that. And that's essentially the state that I became in now. So honestly, Monday morning was literally the last time I smoked. I was so pissed after smoking that blunt. I just said, fuck it. I'm not even smoking no more. I think I only smoked that. I think I only hit it like 5 times. I just said, fuck it. And it's been like that. And like literally I walk in the house, I go walk in the garage, I might see a blunt right there on the table in my garage. And I'm like, fuck it. And I just go in the house. Now I will be honest, I haven't experienced too many withdrawal symptoms. The only thing I'm technically kind of struggling with is just getting my sleep on point. But other than that, honestly, y'all, I have no desire to pick up another blunt. Now, I will say this. I said I'm not smoking weed. When I say that, that don't mean I won't use it in other ways. And the only other way I actually do plan on using it is tea. Like just making ganja tea and consuming it that way, because marijuana does have its health benefits. We do overstand it as medicine. And as the Rastas like to say, it's just another vegetable. But we do overstand and we know that burning the herb is detrimental to you. It actually kills brain cells, believe it or not. I don't care what you want to believe, it do kill your brain cells. And also it can override your endocrine system, your endocannabinoid system within your body as well. And two, we always know that smoking anything period is bad for your lungs. So I mean, why would you even want to keep consuming that anyway? Me quitting weed is for my health and longevity, so that way I can keep performing at my best. And I want to take y'all on this journey with me. Like I said, I'm 6 days in. I'm sweating hard. 6 days in, no smoking. I actually haven't even tried to make marijuana tea as of yet, because right now I'm just focused on 30 days of not smoking. And it's not that I'm scared, but I don't want to make a tea and then fall into some habits too early. So I'm just going 30 days without using it, period. And then, you know, after them 30 days, if I want to make it a tea, I'll do that. And if I'm just cool on marijuana in general and don't want to smoke it ever again, I'm fine with that as well. I've already created this vision in myself, a version of myself who doesn't smoke, who's a sober person. I don't even drink, let alone at that. So that's what you kind of have to do as well when you're trying to quit something. You have to create this version of yourself that has no parts of what it is that you're currently trying to get off. So if you know you struggle with drinking, then you need to create a version of yourself that doesn't drink and start taking the habits leading towards that version of yourself. If you want to get off weed too, come up with a version of yourself that don't smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? Maybe edibles is your thing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you still want to get high, but maybe edibles is your thing. That's fine. But whenever you're trying to get off of a crutch, you need to create a version of yourself that's not reliant on that. I'm all out of words. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below and comment what was your greatest takeaway from this. Also, did you like this cool vlog style video as well? Leave a comment down below and I'd love to hear. But thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you for tuning in. I've been your host, Rastariq, and you have been watching Rastariq TV. And I'm